Good morning, students of Standard 10. Let us continue with the topic Rise of Nationalism in India's Struggle for Freedom. Last time we have dealt about with certain social religious reform movements and their contribution to the rise of nationalism in India. Also, we have dealt about with Raja Ram Mohan Roy and the works and ideals of Brahma Samaj. Today we are going to take up another social reformer, Jyotirao Phule, and his contribution in reforming the society and causing the rise for nationalism in India. Apart from that, we'll take about the formation of the Indian National Congress, the aim and objectives of the Indian National Congress, and the reason behind Lord Dufferin and the English for favoring the formation of the Indian National Congress. So to begin with, we have the great social reformer Jyotirao Phule. Jyotirao Phule. Jyotirao Phule was an activist, thinker, social reformer and revolutionary from Maharashtra. His remarkable influence was apparent in fields like education, agriculture, caste system, women and widow upliftment, and removal of untouchability. He is most known for his efforts to educate women and the lower caste as well as the masses. In 1873, Jyotirao formed Satya Sadhak Samaj, Society of Seekers of Truth. The main objective of the organization was to liberate the Shudras and Atishudras and to prevent their exploitation by the upper caste like Brahmins. He opposed idolatry and denounced the caste system, rejected the need for a Brahmin priestly class as educational and religious leaders. Jyotirao firmly believed in a new social system based on freedom, equality, brotherhood, human dignity, economic justice, and value devoid of exploitation. Phule had a favorable opinion about the British rule in India, at least from the point of view of introducing modern notions of justice and equality in Indian society and taking India into the future. Brahmanache Jyotirao Phule, 1869, has exposed the exploitation of Brahmin priests. In Gulamgiri, 1873, he had given a historical view survey of the slavery of lower castes. In 1883, he published a collection of his speeches under the title Shetkaryancha Asut, means the cultivator's whipcord, where he has analyzed how patients were being exploited in those days. Now, the establishment of All India associations. A number of political associations were formed before 1885, and some of the prominent ones are East India Association. The East India Association was founded by Dadabhai Naroji in London in 1866. The association provided information on all Indian subjects to the British citizens and members of the parliament. It voiced the grievances of Indians and suggested remedial measures. The association recommended the abolition of cotton duties and demanded the withdrawal of Vernacular Press Act. Dadabhai Naroji, also known as the Grand Old Man of India, was of the opinion that the British were basically just and good. He wanted to place the true state of affairs in India before the people of England so that the grievances of the Indians may be solved. The association had its branches in Mumbai, Kolkata, and Madras. Dadabhai Naroji, September 4, 1825 to June 30, 1917, was a Parsi intellectual educator, cotton trader, and an early Indian political leader. His book, Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, brought into the limelights of the drain of India's wealth into Britain. He was a member of Parliament in the British House of Commons between 1892 and 1895 and the first Asian to be a British MP. Indian Association. The premier association among all the associations and the predecessor of the Indian National Congress was the Indian Association. The association was established by Sundarnath Banerjee in 1876 in Kolkata. The main objectives. The objectives of the Indian Association included creation of a strong body of public opinion, integration of Indian people on the basis of common political interest, promotion of friendly relations between the Hindus and the Muslims, and mass participation in public movements. Achievements. It launched agitation against the oppressive acts such as the License Act, the Arms Act, and the Vernacular Press Act. It struggled against the lowering of the age limit from 21 to 19 years for the ICS examination. It also took up the cause of the workers on the British-owned plantation. The association also struggled against the trainees and the oppression by the zamindars. Indian National Conference, or the origin of the Indian National Congress. On 31st March 1883, AO Hume, a retired ICS officer, addressed an open letter to the young graduates of the Calcutta University. In this letter, he appealed to them to form an association for the moral, social, and political regeneration of India. He invited about 50 young Indians of courage and conviction to come forward for this purpose. He inspired them to form the National Congress. Hume had also the support of Lord Dufferin, the then Viceroy of India, and many prominent Indian leaders such as Dadabhai Naroji, Firoz Shah Mehta, Badruddin Tyabji, and W.C. Banerjee, etc. AO Hume and Surendranath Banerjee called a meeting of the National Conference to be held at Pune in December 1885, but it could not be held there as cholera broke out in Pune. So this meeting was shifted to be held at Gokul Das Tejpal Sanskrit College, Mumbai from 28th to 30th December 1885. The Indian National Congress was thus formally established. Its first session was presided over by W.C. Banerjee. Role of A.O. Hume. Alan Octavian Hume was a civil servant in the British government of India and a political reformer. With Sir William Wedderburn, he founded the Indian National Congress, a political party that was later led to the Indian independence movement. He wanted to set up an organization that would draw the attention of the government towards the drawbacks of administration and also suggest the means to remove them. Besides, he also declared openly to help the Indians to develop themselves intellectually, socially, and politically, promote the cause of nationalism, and create an all India platform to fight for the rights of the Indians. He helped in political training and awareness of the Indians to present their demands before the British rulers in a democratic and peaceful manner. He wrote an open letter to the graduates of the Kolkata University asking them to dedicate themselves to the service of the people by forming an organization. In 1884, he laid the foundation of the Indian National Union, which was converted to the Indian National Congress, INC. A.O. Hume had played a major role in the formation of the Congress. That is why he is considered to be the forerunner or the father of the Indian Congress. The immediate objectives of the Congress. Umesh Chandra Banerjee, the president of the first session of the Congress held in Mumbai, laid down the following immediate objectives of the Congress: to enable national workers from all parts of India to become personally known to each other, to end all racial, religious, and provincial prejudices, and to promote a feeling of national unity among the patriots of the country, to promote friendly relations between the Hindus and the Muslims, to formulate popular opinion on vital Indian problems and to present these before the government, to create, train, and organize a strong body of public opinion in the country, to integrate the Indian people on the basis of common political tenets, and to encourage them to participate in public affairs and movement, to dedicate upon the political tasks to be undertaken during the ensuing year. The second session of the Congress was held in Kolkata from December 28, 1886 under Dadabhai Naroji as the president. It was attended by 406 delegates from all over India, while there were only 72 delegates in the first session a year before. The second session passed 6 political resolutions demanding administrative reforms. The third session was held in Madras in 1887 AD with Badruddin Tyabji as the president. About 607 delegates attended it. It passed 3 main political resolutions. Thus, the Congress continued to grow and gain more and more strength. The immediate objectives of the Indian National Congress. We come close to the end of this topic. Now, a brief note on this topic is: why did the English or Lord Dufferin favor the formation of the Indian National Congress? So, it is regarded as the formation of the Indian National Congress was considered to be a safety valve theory. Now, what do you mean by safety valve theory? The safety valve theory means the Congress was now a political organization, so the Britishers would come to know about what are the future prospects of the Congress, where the agitation would be taking place, so it would be informed about the British, the happenings and the proceeding of the Indian National Congress. So therefore, the English, along with Lord Dufferin, was in favor of giving this organization, so that by this organization the British would constantly come in knowledge about the happenings of the freedom struggle. Because after 1857 revolt, we have seen certain sporadic revolts that took place in different parts of the country, and the Britishers were not aware or they were not ready to face. Now, by forming this political organization or by giving a green signal to this organization, they would be constantly informed about what are the proceedings or where will be the meetings and everything will be held, what will be the outcome. The British would constantly be knowing about the agitation of the Indian masses. So therefore, this formation of the Indian National Congress is also known as the safety valve theory in context with the British rule in India. So now we have come to the end of this formation of the Indian National Congress and its immediate objectives. So go through with the topic. I have prepared the notes based on the latest syllabus as prescribed by the council. If you find some of the extra points are there, never mind, you learn it. And till then, take care of yourself, be safe, God bless you, take care.